What's up, y'all? Bars only. I'm back at it again with another video, and this video is solely about my training footage. So this is a raw training of what I did as of right now. I just finished this like 2 hours ago. It broke me. I did it last week, and now I'm doing it again today. So first thing, I want to give a shout out to Kes_K on Instagram, which I got the routine from, which I'm about to explain. I saw this routine on his page. I was like, yo, let me try it out, and I did it last week, and I'm doing it again today. So it definitely killed me, man. So the first set that we're gonna do, the first routine, or phase one as I like to call it, is weighted push-up with 22 pounds, doing first 40 reps, then 39, 38, 37, and 36. It's basically 5 sets of fairly high reps, and that's where we're going to be focusing on this entire workout. Now, the reason why you should do this as well is because, first off, it builds immense endurance. That's number one. Not only that, it's going to build you muscle. You're going to be seeing my physique in this video, and you're going to be impressed. The reason why is because I've been doing this for years. High reps is my passion. I love to do high reps, low weights, or just fully body weight. And I also like to switch sometimes to low rep phases. I do that here and there as well. But today I wanted to show you my high rep training. I do this type of training around 2 times a week outside. And the reason why I do it 2 times a week is because I also isolate arms on the side, which I'm actually going to probably stop doing. And I want to kind of challenge myself to only focus on calisthenics. So I've been doing calisthenics for about 5 years now. I've always been focusing on the reps side of calisthenics. I like that the most. Weightlifting, I really love it. I really enjoy it. The only thing is I always kind of go back to that calisthenics era that I was in, which is right now. I just love it too much for me to skip it fully. So I'm not going to skip it at all. So the reason why this is only push-ups and pull-ups is because I believe that those 2 exercises are the most important exercises that everybody, and I definitely mean everybody, should focus on when it comes to building endurance, building muscle, building strength, building your back and biceps, building your chest and triceps, as well as your shoulders. These 2 exercises are just guaranteed to build you up, okay? So everybody should focus on the push-ups and pull-ups. I have made like multiple videos in the past on my Instagram, like so much. I have full programs out. Link is in the bio, by the way, if you're interested in that. Just focusing on those 2 exercises, as well as dips and squats, of course. But I always prioritize these 2. Now, I have never skipped the pull-up in my whole entire training career. As you can see, we're doing 22 pounds, by the way. That's it. I've never been skipping the push-up. And as you can see, my physique is crazy. And that all comes from basically weighted pull-ups and bodyweight push-ups, as well as weighted dips. Those 3 exercises are just like absolutely insane. They're guaranteed to build you muscle. Now, I'm not saying that you should start off the way I'm starting off in this video. You should definitely progress in your level first. You should not do 1,000 reps of push-up the first day you get started, because you always want to train for tomorrow, not like there is no tomorrow. The reason why is because you want to set yourself up for success, which means that you can train today and you can also train tomorrow, which is way more effective than training today and then taking the whole week off because you're too sore. So I definitely recommend you starting off like more as a beginner than what I'm showcasing you right now, because I'm at a higher calisthenics endurance reps level than you are probably watching this video. And I do not want you to get injured. I do not want you to have some type of elbow issues, which I've had in the past from doing way too many reps as a beginner. I don't want you to do that. Now, there's a couple of ways on actually how to progress as a beginner with push-ups and pull-ups, right? The first thing that I want you to do, that you actually need to do, is start with slow and controlled reps. Now, I don't want you to do the reps that I'm doing in this video if you are a total beginner. I am more advanced. I've done all that stuff in the past. Now I focus on endurance and doing a lot of reps because it's hard for my mental, and I actually just like to do it this way, right? But if you're a beginner and you just starting off, focus on getting the movement down over reps. So you always want to think, okay, movements are more important than the reps, than how many reps you're actually doing, how much volume you're putting in. You want to first perfect what you're doing and then double down on the perfection. I honestly totally believe that high volume and high reps calisthenics is like so underrated. The reason why is because a lot of people, they always believe in this bodybuilder lifestyle, right? Low reps or moderate reps, 8 to 12, is what's going to build you muscle. And it is. It's going to actually effectively really build you a lot of muscle. But that doesn't mean that anything above 8 to 12 is not effective to build muscle. You got to understand that it builds muscle the same way if you would do high reps, but take it close to failure and actually putting enough volume in, right? If you're going to do 5 sets of 20 push-ups, yeah, that is not going to do jack shit for you. But if you do enough sets to actually really feel that burn inside of you and actually be able to go to failure on every single set, you're going to build muscle from it. Right here, we're doing the pull-ups after the first phase, basically. So it's 15, 14, 13, 12, and 10. No, and 11. My bad. So we're going down all the way from 15 to 11, which is the second phase. Didn't took that long. This is basically like the shortest phase in the training. So it's 5 sets of total with pull-ups. It's only 22 pounds, so it's lightweight. But yeah, man, most people, they only just focus on bodybuilding style training, and I definitely believe in that because I've been doing it myself for the past year, like 8 to 12 months, and I've been really enjoying it, and I've seen a lot of muscle growth. Like the muscle that you see in this video, I definitely increased quite a bit from last year, and that's because of adding isolation, doing bodybuilder style techniques. But the reason why I'm going back to it right now is because I felt like it was limiting me. I could have so much more potential in me if I actually combine it with doing bodybuilding style training with a lot of volume on the side when it comes to these push-ups and pull-ups. You want to add a lot of frequency in this, right? Frequency is key when it comes to push-ups and pull-ups in general, because these are exercises that you're going to be recovering pretty fast from. So if you're doing this once a week, you're probably not going to see that much results. But if you do this like every other day, or for some people every day, while allowing yourself to actually being able to recover, then you're going to make all kinds of progress, no doubt. Now, this style of training is what I like to call mental strength training, right? The reason is because when you're doing so many reps, you're basically testing your mental strength. Look at that physique right there, bro. God damn. Anyways, you're basically testing your mental strength. Of course, this is physical, right? This is a physical workout. Like, obviously, it's going to hurt your body physically. But this is also really going to hurt your mental. The reason why is because when you start doing this workout right now, and 2 hours later you're finished, along the way that shit is gonna hurt your mind so bad, because you basically want to be done every single set, but you know that you gotta go another high rep set again, another set again, another set of 30, another set of 35, another set of fucking 40. It's very difficult on the mind. That's why I actually recommend it to a lot of people. Yo, start doing high rep workouts, calisthenics based. It's going to train your mental strength, and especially when you do it in a cold environment outside while it's raining. Bro, I do training sessions outside a lot of the times a week, especially when it's raining and especially when it's cold. When it's cold and raining, that is when I decide to go outside and actually make my progress. The reason why is because it helps my mental, right? It does the exact same thing to my physique if I do it in warm weather or cold weather, but it doesn't do the same for my mental. And this is what I want you to take very seriously, because everyone who trains comfortably in the gym every day, when they get put in an environment like I am right now in your garden without any equipment, basically just push-ups and pull-ups and extra weight on your back with some parallettes, that's the only thing you got, and the fucking floor, bro, you're gonna struggle because you're not used to that type of thing, right? You're not used to having no equipment, no music. I didn't have any music. I had earphones in to basically not hear anything, but I didn't have any music in. So that's what I want you to do, and actually challenge yourself. This is what I'm actually planning on doing also in January. In January, I have my private fitness community launching, right? It's going to include over 10 plus programs and courses for you to actually gain progress in fitness. But I'm also going to be helping you with mental strength in order to go from one level to another level. I think you hear my mom laughing in the background. Yeah, I think so. My mom was just laughing about something. But anyways, beside that, I want y'all to also focus on that mental strength along your physical strength, because it's so important, bro. Like, everyone who is training for physical results should also take their mental results very, very serious. This is actually going to get you the most results in your physical. When you train mentally hard, your physical is going to act like it, bro. Mental training basically implies one that is hard to complete for your mind because you do not want to do something, right? That is going to also result into a better physique because you're automatically training harder. You're already going to be going beyond your limits to what you're used to. That is why it helps so much. So right here, I'm doing the decline push-up. I mean, it's not really decline, but it's basically feet elevated, also hands elevated. The reason why I didn't do full like decline push-up without the parallels is because the plate on my back would actually slide down to my head and it would literally fall off. So I didn't do it. So I did it this way, and it was challenging as hell because like the ground is not the limiting factor no more to your range of motion. You can go deeper because of the parallels, which really helps, right? So that's what I basically did. So this is, I think, ladder from 35. No. Yeah, I think from 35 down to 31. Right here, I put my shirt back on. It was kind of getting cold. Even though I don't really care about the cold, I was checking the footage in between. So, you know, I was taking a little bit more rest than usual. I would complete this routine in like 1.5 hours or 1 hour and 15 minutes or some shit. Now it actually took me like 2 hours, but it was still a great workout. It's one of my favorite routines that I've ever done, actually. Like, I love ladder sets. And ladder sets and down workouts is actually what you should really look into. The reason why is because it helps so much with endurance. When you focus on one specific rep range, for example 20 reps or something, or 15 reps, and you go from that number all the way down until there's nothing left, bro, every single set you got to be able to complete unbroken. And if it's not unbroken, then that means that you went to failure, which is super effective, right? So that's why I want you to actually do that. So right here, you can see we're doing regular pull-ups with 45 pounds. So now we switch to the 45 pounds and we're doing 5 sets of 10. So this is no ladder. This is basically 5 sets of 10 in between the push-up ladders. And also that little pull-up ladder that we did basically at phase number 2, I think. Why should you include weighted pull-ups? Now, first off, weighted pull-ups are, in my opinion, the best back builder out there, right? I don't think any type of machine can actually beat it. The reason why is because it's a free motion. It's a motion where you're basically moving through space, right? And the most effective thing about it is that you can do it body weight. You can do it anywhere. Also, the accessibility factor is like very important as well. So you can do it anywhere. You can build it back literally from home, like I'm doing right here, or on your doorway pull-up bar or some shit, and you can progress with it fairly easy because you don't need to kind of overthink the progress. The only thing you need to know if you're making progress or not, if you actually add another rep to your max set, for example, or you do more sets, that means that you're making progress with pull-ups. Right here we have close grip push-ups with 22 pounds. I did 30, 29, 28, 27, 26. Now the close grip push-up is something that I hate, bro. I don't know why, but like the footage that you see right here, I was dreading this part, bro. I was literally like, my hands was just basically fucked up from all those push-ups, like leaning on my hands. My wrists were uncomfortable. The parallels was almost falling inwards. Like, I really do not like the close grip push-up on parallels no more, even though they are so effective, right? And I actually was feeling the burn on this like the most because my triceps were absolutely pumped up from this exercise. Now, mind you, if this really hurts your wrists, like doing it very close grip, you shouldn't do it. If it hurts your wrists to a certain extent, just widen up the grip a little bit more, just like I did. I actually widened it up like a little bit more so that I wouldn't be like very uncomfortable and actually have wrist pain, for example, for the next day, or have some type of risk to have an injury. So I just widen up the grip a little bit inside shoulder width, so that I can still get that tricep activation and also get that upper chest squeezing. And yeah, man, that's basically what I did. So this is from 25 down to 21. What you're gonna see after is basically push-ups again, but in between this set, in between basically the close grip push-ups and the push-up that I'm about to show you in the next clip with the backpack on, in between those two phases, I did 5 sets of 10 chin-ups. So also, I didn't record those. The reason why is because the chin-ups were fucking boring ass exercise to film. Also, the light was like very like weird, bro. I don't know why, but it was very hard to record the pull-ups today because the light was like super bad. I looked like a silhouette in every single video. So right here we're doing 20 kg 45 pounds push-ups, basically 3 sets going all out. I was actually focusing on 3 sets going to 20, but bro, I couldn't even get that shit. So I'm basically going to failure on every single set, and then even if I don't go to failure and I basically stop, I just rep out some more. So man, that was my training, right? That was my exact training of today. If you actually like this type of content, I would love to make more. This was very funny to film. Like, it was very good to film actually my entire training, because now I can actually watch back and analyze my own training, see what I'm doing right, see what I'm doing wrong. Maybe you got some critics, maybe you got some advice that I can use to actually improve. If you would like to see more of this, just leave a comment down below saying, yo, show your leg day, show your arm day, show whatever type shit you got going on, and I'll actually make it for you guys, right? So go ahead and check the link in the bio for all the programs if you want to benefit from that, and I'll see you in the next video, man.